Yo, what's up guys? This is another day of working on the 98 Honda Accord. After diagnosing a no crank, no start, low voltage, low crank start, replace the ground wire. My buddy installed that backwards. Make sure that the bracket is facing upward towards the dipstick and not down. I'll have to fix that later. But after doing that, we tried to crank the vehicle and I started smelling gas, like emanating from the vehicle. So after much research and guessing, I narrowed it down to several things. I believe this is your feeder line. I forget what this is called, but definitely this is where your line starts for your gas. Here's your pressure regulator. Want to make sure that that's not leaking in any way, shape, or form. Your fuel rail line is right underneath here, underneath all this wiring. So make sure that your fuel injectors are not leaking in any way, shape, or form. Now, I know that my trunk's a mess right now, but back here, if you remove all this junk and take off the covering, you should find that your fuel pump is located near the back seat area on the trunk. Make sure that the seals are good on that and you don't notice any gas leaks from there. And if you're not noticing any leaks from those points, then you're gonna have to jack up the car and inspect the lines down at the bottom, which I'll show you here in a bit. Alright, so after jacking up the car, we're gonna go ahead and go underneath. You are going to have a guard right here. So you're gonna wanna go ahead and use a okay, well, I don't know where that went. So there's that tab there that uses a 17mm to remove, and another tab here. So after following the cover all the way up, there are some two tabs here where you're gonna need to kind of just like wiggle that cover off. So while down here inspecting the lines, I noted that this part is super rusty. Might need to replace that in the near future, but right now I don't see any leaks emanating from there. And this is the back tank area. Going down the lines, I notice a lot of rust on probably the return or the feed line. And as we continue to go down the line, we'll notice a spot here where you can see obviously that it's nice and moist and wet. We're going to continue down to the spot over here, which over here it doesn't look too bad. So after the inspection, it looks like right here's where the leak is coming from, and I'll have to replace this line and that line.